Thank you for joining us to learn more about a proposed improvement project in Chippewa County on Wisconsin 27. The proposed 10.29-mile project begins approximately 350 feet east of the intersection of South A Street in the city of Cornell, continues through the towns of Estella and Lake Holcomb, and ends at the Chippewa-Rusk County line. Wisconsin 27 is a north-south minor arterial utilized by local commuter, regional truck, and tourism traffic that connects the rural communities of Chippewa County with the rest of west central Wisconsin and the US 8 and Wisconsin 29 east-west main corridors. Within the project limits, Wisconsin 27 is a two-lane undivided highway. The presentation will follow the outline shown here. First, discussing the purpose and need of the project. Second, the proposed improvements. Third, traffic impacts. Fourth, real estate needs. Fifth, the project schedule. And finally, project contact information. The existing pavement for Wisconsin 27 is showing signs of deterioration in various forms of cracking and rutting. This deterioration causes poor ride quality, presents safety concerns, and is unsightly. Culverts throughout the Wisconsin 27 corridor need to be repaired or replaced to improve drainage and reduce chances of standing water. Existing culvert pipes under Wisconsin 27 are showing signs of deterioration. Several are experiencing corrosion, joint separation, and damaged or missing end walls, which reduce both the structural integrity of the pipe and hinder the pipe's ability to convey flow. The existing culvert structure that carries Buck Creek under Wisconsin 27 is exhibiting signs of deterioration. The structure has corrosion of the metal arch pipe with some section loss and cracking and spalling of the concrete headwalls. These issues, if not addressed, can cause further deterioration of the existing structure and leave potential hazards such as failure of the concrete headwalls. The existing guardrail is outdated and doesn't meet current standards for roadside design. Pavement resurfacing from the beginning of the project to Wisconsin 64 East would include milling 2.25 inches of the existing asphaltic pavement and overlaying the roadway with 3.25 inches of hot mix asphalt. Additionally, centerline and shoulder rumble strips will be installed and gravel shoulders will be replenished to improve the safety of the traveling public. Resurfacing the existing pavement from Wisconsin 64 East to the Holcomb Flowage Bridge would include milling 1.25 inches of the pavement surface, recycling the pavement on site, mixing it with stabilizing agents, and overlaying the roadway with 2.75 inches of hot mix asphalt. Additionally, centerline and shoulder rumble strips will be installed, and gravel shoulders will be replenished. Resurfacing the existing pavement from the Holcomb Flowage Bridge to the end of the project limits would include milling 3.25 inches of the existing asphaltic pavement and paving 3.25 inches of hot mix asphalt. Additionally, centerline and shoulder rumble strips will be installed and gravel shoulders will be replenished. There are several culvert pipes along the project that need work. Several culverts have accumulated sediment and will be cleaned. Overgrown ditches near the culvert ends will be cleaned to improve drainage toward the pipes. The metal arch pipe culvert carrying Buck Creek under Wisconsin 27 will be replaced with a twin cell box culvert that is 8 feet high, 16 feet wide, and 94 feet long. A single lane temporary bypass road and structure will be built on the west side of Wisconsin 27 to allow for removal of the existing structure and the construction of the new culvert. The temporary bypass will be removed after construction of the new box culvert. During construction, the existing guardrail will be replaced with a new system and slopes will be graded to meet current standards. In addition, a polymer overlay will be applied to seal the decks on the bridges over the Holcomb Flowage and Fisher River. The project also includes making improvements to the WIS wayside and boat landing located adjacent to Wisconsin 27, north and south of 303rd Avenue. 2 inches of the existing asphalt pavement will be milled off and 2 inches of hot mix asphalt will be paved, and the boat landing launch will be replaced with a new cast-in-place concrete ramp constructed on land and pushed into place in the water. Wayside and boat landing improvements also include repairing the dock, abandoning an existing well, replacing driveway culverts, and placing new pavement markings for parking. The public can expect Wisconsin 27 to remain open to through traffic. Motorists can expect daily single-lane closures controlled by flagging operations for pavement resurfacing, culvert work, and guardrail replacement. A moving flagging operation will be used during milling, pavement recycling, and paving operations, as traffic will be limited to one lane within the moving work zone. Additional flaggers will be provided at intersecting roadways when the work zone encompasses an intersection or multiple intersections. Access to business and residential driveways will be maintained. However, single driveways will be temporarily closed for short periods of time when the milling, recycling, and paving operations are in the immediate vicinity of the driveway. When multiple driveways serve a single property, construction will be staged so at least one of the driveways remains open. Wisconsin 27 will remain open to a single lane of traffic during the replacement of the Buck Creek culvert, and motorists will use a temporary bypass built to the west of the existing structure and controlled by temporary traffic signals to get around the construction zone. The rehabilitation of Holcomb Flowage and Fisher River bridge decks also will be completed using single-lane closures controlled by temporary traffic signals. Both fee and temporary limited easement needs have been identified by the project team. Fee is a permanent land purchase of a portion of property for highway needs. A temporary limited easement, or TLE, is a temporary land purchase of a portion of a property for construction needs, where any disturbed areas are restored during construction. 12 purchase needs, 5 fee, and 7 TLEs have been identified due to the replacement of the Buck Creek culvert and guardrail replacement locations. These are anticipated to be minor amounts of purchases and do not require property owner relocation or changes to existing access. The amount of anticipated purchase areas and purchase types are in the preliminary phases and will be finalized as the project team progresses through the design phase. If a property does require a real estate purchase, the property owner will be notified by a real estate specialist to begin the negotiation process. This is expected to begin in summer 2026. Preliminary design began in winter of 2024. The preliminary design and environmental process is to be completed in winter 2025/26. A recorded plat for real estate needs is expected in May 2026, with acquisition of real estate to take place in summer 2026 through fall 2027. The plans for the project are currently scheduled to be finalized by November 2027, and construction of the project is currently scheduled for the 2028 construction season, starting in the spring and ending in late fall. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this project, please reach out to any of these project contacts. Thank you for taking your time to watch this presentation.